Hey, what is up, folks? Right now, today, I am working on the Roast of Kelly Cutler. It takes place next week. I have been picked as the official Roast Master General to handle the roast. And basically, if you don't know what a Master General is, well, let's start out here. What is a roast? Roast is basically you pick one person you're going to roast. You pick a panel of, it could be 5, 6, 10, 12 people, however many people on the panel. And everybody on that panel gets roasted, but they finish with the actual person that's the name of the roast. So if the name's the roast, like this one's name of the roast is the Roast of Kelly Cutler. He's the last person that gets roasted, and he's the last person that roasts. But he is the main person on that panel that is being roasted. So each person that goes up and does a roast, they have to roast each person on the panel, and then they will finish with the person being roasted, which in this case is Kelly. So the next question is, what does a Roast Master General actually do? And let's break it down this simply. Basically, a Roast Master General is the host of the roast. So this set of circumstances for this show, I will be the Roast Master General, host of the show. So what a Roast Master General does is he kind of introduces the show, a little bit of a quick intro, and then he goes on and they go down the list and they start picking people that are going to start roasting. For this particular show, every show does it differently. A lot of shows, they have a predetermined order the roasters are going to go in. For this particular show, we do a completely random order. Nobody knows when they're going. So what's going to happen is they're going to pull a name out of a hat or whatever. Or we're going to do, for this one's called the Wheel of Death. It's going to be like a Wheel of Fortune wheel. We're going to spin. Wherever it lands, that person is going to be chosen to be the roaster. So we'll go through all the names, totally pick them all random. And what happens is once the name's drawn, the Roast Master General, me, will then do a short intro. And so even as the Roast Master General, I'm still kind of roasting each person. It's just done little short segments. So I will roast the person that's chosen very quickly. Then I'll introduce them and say, all right, here, welcome to the stage, Jeff Myrtlebank or whatever. And then they'll go up and they will do their roast. And then we'll go to the next name, draw another name of the hat, and I'll pick that person. I'll say, okay, blah, 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 roast that person for a minute or two and say, welcome to the stage, Jeffrey Bromley Brown. Boom, 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 till you get all the way down to the very last person, which in this case is Kelly, and he'll go up there, and he won't be drawn, obviously, because he's the person being roasted is always last. And he'll get up there and do his roast, and then after I introduce him, just like anybody else, he'll do his roast, and then that will conclude the roast. So basically, you have this one, you have like 10 different roasters, and then one Roast Master General, which is me, and that concludes like the entire show. So today what I'm doing as the Roast Master General is I'm working on my roast personally. So what we set out here for this particular roast is we got about, if you count me, there's 11 total roasters. So we try to make this show like 2.5 hours max, because the problem is you get too many people talking too long, and before you know it, the show's lasting forever. So we're trying to reduce the show down to 2 hours, and you say, okay, 10, 11 people, they each go about 10 minutes, and then you got the little stuff in between or whatever. So we're telling people, when you do your roast, make sure your roast is 10 minutes or less, and focus more on less, simply because when you start roasting and people start telling jokes and the audience is laughing, the problem is that you have to pause for laughs. So those pauses for all those laughs add more and more time onto it. So like last time I did one that was like, I timed it out, it was like 10 minutes, about 10, 11 minutes, and shoot, by the time I had that hold for every single laugh, man, it was almost like 20 minutes long. So you want to try to avoid that. The first tip is practice your roast material, time it out, and make sure that it is at least under 10 minutes or whatever the amount of time is for your particular roast. And then basically what I do right now is I'll show you right here. So what I have right here is a Word document. These are all the people that I'm roasting right up here, including Kelly at the very top. And basically I'll start out, this is my opening right here. I'm not going to show you any of my actual opening, but I'll write my opening here as Roast Master General, and then I'm going to scroll down this Word document. I'll start down here, we'll start with the first person. I'm going to roast them, then I'll just go on. So there's a couple sentences there about that person, then this person, then that person, and you just keep going down the list and basically cracking writing out jokes for each person during the roast. And when it's all said and done, I'll have every single person's name on here, and I'll have a written out roast for every single person. And then I'll just take this, and we're a week away, so I will just rehearse this script over and over and over again, go over my jokes over and over and over again. And the nice thing about a roast, the really nice thing about a roast, is that a lot of it's kind of ad lib. So if you mess up a little bit, you can quickly get back on track and look where you are. People are allowed to bring papers up there. Last roast I did, I brought my paper up there. It was very, very good. Kept me on track, and it kept me going down my list of jokes and stuff. The other thing is the audience laughs. So when the audience is laughing, you can look down at your piece of paper and say, okay, what's my next joke? So you don't have to memorize your entire roast. People have memorized their roast, and people can, I memorized my roast. Yeah, cool. But when you go up there and you look at it from an audience perspective, like whether a person memorizes their roast or not does not matter, because you're holding for laughs anyway. So where you're holding for laughs, you can go down to each joke. So it does not matter if you memorize your roast or not. It's up to that individual person. I'm going to try to memorize mine as much as possible. Hopefully not use paper this time, but we'll see. But I mean, that's overall just a short video on how to do roast and how to do a roast as a roast master in general. Hope you guys picked up some tips there, and I look forward to seeing everybody at the Roast of Kelly Cutler a week from today, Thursday, April 29th. Thursday, April 29th at Cutler Brothers Theater. Come down and check out the Roast of Kelly Cutler. 8 p.m. is going to be a very good show. Can't wait to see you all down there. If you have any questions about how to do a roast or being a roast master general or anything, put them in the comments section. I'll get down there and get back to you as soon as possible. See you on the flip side.